Okay, I have here a pocket hose we bought. It's a 50-foot hose, and I already made one repair. It had a leak. I don't have anything wrong with the fittings on the ends. It was always, I have two of these, and the other one's fine. This one, for some reason, had a leak, and then now it's got another leak. So you can see it spraying out of there. So what I'm going to do is just mark where this leak is, turn the water off, cut this with the razor blade, find the hole or the leak in the tube, get that section out of there, and then put a coupler between these and just clamp it. I wasn't sure if this would work for this kind of hose, but I did it before, and this time I'm going to film it, how to do it, because I didn't want to take this apart after I fixed it. But that one's fixed, and it seems to be doing fine. Okay, so here's the hose. I marked it where it leaked from. I'm just going to cut this in half with scissors. Okay, then you can see inside the rubber tube. What you want to do is just kind of grab that, pull it out of the sleeve so you can work with it. Do the same on the other side. Now, look, right there is where the hole is. That little tiny one. The other one I had before was a little bigger. I don't know how many times I'm going to do this. This is the second time now. So then you have these two pieces like this, and then go to your hardware store or Lowe's, pick up a 1/2-inch coupler with barbs on it. This is for a sprinkler system. This is about I'm going to say 2.5 inches long. There's this kind, which you'll see a lot of, but this is way too big. Even though they're both 1/2 inch, this black one here is a little bit smaller diameter, so it's going to be easier to slip that rubber tube over. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, the idea is I'm going to cut this little end off here. Where the hole is, just scrap that. The idea here is simple. I'm just going to stretch this rubber tube over these barbed ends. Put a screw clamp over it. Before you tighten that down, you're going to have to bring the sleeve back up over the fitting as well, and clamp both the sleeve and the tube. If you only clamp the tube, the sleeve's not going to prevent this hose from bubbling up. It'll probably, I assume it'll probably just blow up a little bit and burst. I don't know, but the sleeve is important on this this hose. Even though this hose seems to get holes rather easily, I wouldn't fuss with all this if I didn't like it so much, because it's a lot easier to use. Okay, so I'm gonna put this coupler on right here. Put your hose clamps on before you do this step. It's a little easier. You can always take the clamps apart, but it's better just to put the clamps on first. And then now we're going to have to stretch this rubber tube over each of these fittings, which is kind of difficult, might be time consuming, so I'm just going to leave that part out of this for now. Okay, I got one on. I'm going to do the other. Okay, you got both of them on now. It actually wasn't as hard as it was the first time, but it's you're going to need to get the end of the fittings in the hose wet, or use soapy water or something. It'll slide on a lot easier. Okay, now I'm gonna now we're gonna have to pull these sleeves back up to these points as well. Slide the sleeve as far as you can up here before you put your clamp on. Okay, so I got both of the sleeves up to the end where the hose was. And I'm just going to position these clamps to clamp both the sleeve and the hose. Again, that's important. And I forgot if I mentioned or not, this coupler here is a 1/2 inch. It's from a sprinkler system. Alright, so I'll tighten this up and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so there's the finished repair. I'm going to go turn on the water and see what happens. I'll have to come back. So far so good. Still no leak. It's holding good. So that's how you repair it. When you go buy these parts, I'd buy several of them. They're very cheap. This hose doesn't seem to be very durable. Alright, thanks for watching.